Nyla, yours better go like 50 yards into agree.
Yeah, there's no category here that fits how I feel. Your happiness comes more from helping others accomplish things than your own accomplishments.
How could I be so heartless?
I am a firm believer in the multiverse.
Of madness.
Oh my God. Reading this one hurt my inside already. If we get the same personality, I'm gonna be so mad.
Shut up.
Are you?
Do we have the same thing?
What's up, spammers, and welcome back to another episode of the pod. We're your hosts, Crystal and Nyla, and we are here today to take the 16 personalities personality test.
Mm-hmm.
How are you feeling about this, Crystal?
I'm excited. I'm excited to get to know myself a little bit better because maybe I don't know who I am, but then this test is going to tell me who I am, you know?
Mm-hmm.
What about you? How are you feeling about it?
I'm also excited. I'm more interested because I feel like I took this test a while ago and I got a specific answer back then. And
Mm-hmm.
like you said, may have changed as a person, might be
Uh-huh.
different now. And I'm excited to see if the changes are reflective in the
Mm-hmm.
results.
Like, who's Nyla now?
I know.
Do you remember what your, like, and I think
Yes.
Enneagram is what it's called? You
Yes,
do?
I think so. It's oh my God. I remember the graphic, so I'll have to look at it on the list. But
Okay.
have you taken this test before?
I took it a while ago. I don't remember what I had. I think I don't know. I feel like it was kind of an INFJ, but I'm
Hmm.
not sure because what is I intuitive? N is, I don't know what N is. F is for
I
friends
should
who
know
do
what N
stuff
is.
together. U
U
is for
is for
you and
you
me.
and me.
Yeah, I forget what they all stand for.
I don't know. I don't know either. But I was a ISFJ.
ISFJ. Okay.
Yes.
Me acting like I know what that stands for.
Well, so mine I know is called the Defender,
Hmm.
but that's all I know about it.
Oh, fun. Okay, yeah, I'm excited to see what it is because honestly, I don't even know if that was my enneagram. I just assume because I don't know, those letters just stand out to me.
Hmm.
But I think the J stands for judgmental, and I'm not judgmental, so I don't know if that actually was it or not. But watch me get judgmental. I guess we'll find out.
Hmm.
This reminds me of, I don't know if you ever saw. I don't know what TV show it was, but some of the shows we grew up watching, they would do like I think they're called aptitude tests or something like that, where it's like it tells you what your career should be.
Yes, I do remember those.
Yeah, and I
Hmm.
always wanted to take one of those tests to see what my career would be. And I always thought we would have to in high school, but then we never even like did that.
Right, there was always like an episode when they were like in high school where they would take that test. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And then that wasn't real,
No.
which is probably a good thing to be honest. We'd all be like, what if you got to be truck a trash can truck picker upper?
Hmm.
What are they called? Truck
Uh,
driver. What are they called?
the trash man.
Trash truck driver? Or one of those.
That
But imagine
works.
you got that, you know?
Hmm.
I would
Okay,
cry.
I found the letters, I found the
Uh-huh.
definitions.
Okay.
So E, obviously, extrovert, um,
Okay.
or extroversion is another
Uh-huh.
way to put it, and then introvert for I,
Mm-hmm.
introversion. Um, for S, it's sensing,
Uh-huh.
and for N, it's intuition, which is funny
Oh.
because intuition starts with an I, but they said N.
And
Um,
tuition.
yeah. So T is thinking,
Uh-huh.
F is feeling,
Mm-hmm.
J is judging, P is perceiving.
Ah. Maybe I was an INF that one. Subscribe.
Down below.
Okay,
But we'll find out
so
today.
yeah, and we're gonna link this test in the description in case you guys want to take it too, and then let us know what you got. If you've never
Hmm.
taken one, or if you have taken one, let us know what your Enneagram is down below.
Yeah,
And I
I
think
would
it's called
be.
Enneagram because if it's not Enneagram, then I'm gonna be looking real dumb right now.
I think it's Enneagram.
Enneagram?
Enneagram. Enneagram.
Enneagram. Okay.
Yeah. So
Let us
close.
know whatever that is down below. Okay. So we're gonna take the test as we're recording this
Yes.
podcast episode. So I think we can just take turns like saying the question and then we can say our answer, discuss, move on, whatever we feel like doing.
Mm-hmm.
So let's just get right into it because honestly, like I don't know how long this is gonna be. And then afterwards we can discuss how we feel about
Yes.
our results.
Yeah.
Okay. So first question is, you regularly make new friends? Mm, yes and no, personally.
So real quick, if you can see that, if you're listening, I'm gonna explain it. There is an agree side
Uh-huh.
and there's a disagree side, and then it goes from agree to disagree, and the bubbles get smaller and then it gets bigger again. So there
Hmm.
is a center button where you can just put neutral.
Yes. Which can I say, I've never felt comfortable with a test that
Has
has
a
a
neutral
neutral
option.
because like how is it just gonna assume like what if you put neutral, neutral, neutral all the way down below and then it just gives you something, you
Well, that's
know?
on you, right?
Yeah, but like how do you know for sure? I don't know.
There has to be an answer for
These
if
tests
you
drive me
feel
crazy.
neutral. There's a personality type for that person who feels neutral all the
True.
way through.
Indifferent.
Mhm.
Okay, okay. Whatever. Let's get it. Let's
Yes.
move on. Okay. So, do you think you regularly make new friends?
Okay, I think I am more on the agree side of the spectrum.
Okay.
I don't think I'm far into the agree side. Like, I would put myself right next to the neutral, but
Uh-huh.
agree. Yeah.
Gotcha.
'Cause
Okay.
we became friends, and that was last year, so that was more recently, and when I meet new people, I'm talkative, so it's pretty
Mhm.
easy to, like, make conversation.
Yes. Yes. See, I agree with that. So it's kind of like how do we take this question because it's like do I actually make new friends? Like am I making new friends often? No. But can I make friends regularly? Yes. Like if I
Mhm,
actually wanted to make a friend, I could because I feel like I'm pretty social
mhm.
when I'm making new friends or meeting new people. I don't know. I just trauma dump on them or like I'll just like tell them my whole life story or I just get like comfortable and I start talking to them.
Mhm.
And I feel like that comes naturally to me. But like, am I actually going out and making friends on the regular? No.
No, yeah.
So that's why this question's kind of hard. Okay, so should we do like neutral? One, two, three.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna go one.
Yeah, I'm going to agree 1 else.
Okay.
If we get the same personality, I'm gonna be so mad. We should have taken this test without telling each other.
Yeah, that's the only thing, but it's
It's
okay.
okay,
It's
yeah.
okay.
We're not gonna
Okay.
agree on everything, yeah.
Not everything. I'm pretty sure we won't.
Yeah.
Okay. Next question.
You spend a lot of your free time exploring various random topics that pique your interest.
See, I want to go neutral on this one because I don't really do it, but like if I'm actually interested in something, I'll go and do it.
Yeah, I was gonna go agree 1.
Okay, I think I'm gonna do neutral because like,
Yeah.
do I actually do it? No, but if I like actually want to, then yes.
Yeah. Yeah. I would have put neutral, but I do actually do it.
Yeah, I feel like you do. You
Mhm.
watch videos and stuff on anything that piques your
Okay.
interest. You know what?
Okay.
Go more towards agree. Go more towards agree. Go number
I'm
2.
sticking no, I'm sticking with agree 1.
Okay.
Krista's calling me out because we just watched Ant-Man and I watch theory videos.
You do. But then also, Nyla, the other day I saw in your B reel that you were watching a football commentary video. So I feel like this is
That
something
was
you
a
do very regularly.
podcast.
It's still something that is what was the question?
Okay, okay, okay.
Exploring various random
Agree.
topics that pique
Agree
your
to.
interest.
Agree to.
Agree to, I
Agree
guess.
to. Crystal's changed my mind, I guess.
Okay.
She's
See,
not wrong.
yeah, it's a good thing. I think that's something honestly that's something I admire about you is you're very knowledgeable about the things that you're interested in. So take pride in that, Nyla.
Thank you.
Move
I
that bubble
will.
over.
That made me feel so good about myself. Thank you.
Yes. Yes, that's a good trait to have. Mine's
I
just gonna stay
appreciate that.
neutral because do I do it? No.
I mean, you wanted to do a 5K and you like learned
But
about how to
I have
run.
not looked anything up, ma'am.
You just do it. You know what?
I
That's the
just do
difference.
it.
That's the difference. Crystal, when she wants to do something, just does it.
I just do it. So I gotta stay neutral on mine. Next question. Seeing other people cry can easily make you feel like you want to cry too. Nyla, yours better go to all the
No,
way to agree.
yep, I'm agree 3. There's no question about
Um,
it.
I feel like I think I'm gonna have to go 2 towards agree, only because I do cry, but I more so feel it than, like, actual tears.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go number 2
It makes
on
you
that
feel like
one.
you want to cry,
Yeah, but I
but
don't,
you
like,
won't
actually
actually
cry.
cry.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, we're
How
not
could I
even
be so heartless?
just because you're at agree 2 and not 3.
Yeah. Uh, yeah. So, okay, let's go. Next question.
Yes. You often make a backup plan for a
A
backup
backup plan.
plan.
No, I don't. I think I do. That's a hard one because I feel like I like to plan, but as long as I have one plan, I'm solid.
Mhm.
So I think I'm gonna go one towards disagree because I'm very like I can go with the flow, but I do like to plan ahead so I have an idea. But that doesn't
Mhm.
mean like that itinerary that I set has to be like concrete. Like we
Mhm.
can change it, but as long as I kind of plan things out, then I'm good. What
Yeah.
about you?
I'm actually with you. I'm also going disagree 1
Okay.
because I don't make a backup plan to a backup plan, but do I have
Mhm.
a backup plan?
Mhm.
More than likely, yeah.
Okay.
Just a second backup plan? I don't know about that.
That's a little too much.
Yeah.
You usually stay calm even under a lot of pressure. I feel like I do now. I do now. So I'm gonna go to agree
Mhm.
because I don't think I'm perfect with it, but I think I am definitely better. Like I used to be a very anxious person, but now I've learned that there's no reason to worry until you have a reason to worry. And so I feel like I'm a lot more calm now until I have to not be calm. What about you?
That's a good quality to have.
Thank you. I worked on
That's
it. I worked
that's,
on it.
like, really good quality to have. I, on the other hand, am a very anxious person,
Mhm.
and so I will be going to disagree too,
Okay.
because I don't think it's that bad. I don't think I'm, like,
Mhm.
extremely anxious, but definitely not calm, so
Okay.
I will be going disagree too.
Okay. Sounds like a plan. Let's
Yeah.
next question.
At social events, you rarely try to introduce yourself to new people and mostly talk to the ones you already know.
Fully agree. Yeah. I mainly just like if it's dependent, like, is this a family situation? Because if it's a family situation, Imma go sit with my sisters and just hang out with them. If I'm, like, at a party and there's, like, new people, I'll talk to them, but I think I do tend to stay, like, with the people I know most. So, I think I'm gonna go, like, fully agree.
Mhm. I'm going to disagree.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm thinking about scenarios that I've been in recently where I've been
Uh-huh.
surrounded by, like, other people and not just my friends,
Uh-huh.
and I do notice that I tend to, like, try and talk to the people who I don't know,
Mm.
because
That's
I wanna be comfortable with everyone in the room, so I'm
mhm.
just comfortable.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's good. You're, like you're looking out for yourself.
Yeah, because I know, like, being in a group of people and, like, yeah, sticking to the ones you know, like, makes it a very comfortable space because you're with the people you know, but also I don't want them to feel like, "Oh, Nyla's only with me, like, why isn't she, like, talking to other people?" And so I'm like, "Let me get myself acquainted with everyone in the room, and let me just be comfortable
Mm.
with everyone all around so I can be wherever I need to be, and I'm okay."
Ooh, that's awesome. I feel like maybe this is, like, my internalized trauma or internalized, like, I don't know, fear, insecurities. I feel like other people aren't interested in talking to me, and so I feel like I'm almost like a bother,
Hmm.
or I feel like I don't know, like, they're not gonna wanna talk to me, so I'm like, "Let me just kinda stay where I'm, like,
Aw.
comfortable." Yeah.
I
So,
get that,
I
I
admire that.
understand that. Well, you know what? I think that's why I do it, is because I don't care about if they like me. I just
Mhm.
wanna make sure they feel comfortable. Like, I'm like,
Mm.
"I'm interested in you," and then they usually are like, "Oh, cool," like, and then
Ah, okay.
everything's just leveled.
Ah. I admire that. I admire that.
Thank you.
Maybe one day I'll get there.
Mhm.
I have a lot of internalized, like, I don't know, I like put myself down. I always think I'm less than other people. I think that's my issue.
Aw, you
So
are
like
absolutely not.
that's just how I feel though.
Yeah, no, it makes sense, but, like,
hmm
everyone has insecurities. I'm here to tell you that you are not.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you.
Mhm,
All right, let's move to the next one.
mhm.
You prefer to completely, oh my God, I can't speak today. You prefer to completely finish one project before starting another. Oh, yeah, fully agree. I'm kind of a multitasker, but I prefer to focus on one task at a time. I just feel like I can do my best work when I do it that way.
Mhm,
Actually, you know what? I'm going to go two agree, not three agree. I do
mhm.
multitask sometimes. What about you?
Yeah, I'm going 1 agree.
Okay.
I do try to, but a lot of the times I'll, like, start up something else in the middle of
hmm
something. It'll happen.
Yeah, sometimes like when I'm editing, I'll be importing footage and watching something on the
Mhm,
side, or I'll even be like slightly editing the stuff that doesn't have audio while I'm watching something else. So I guess technically I do multitask, but I don't do it like a lot. You know what
mhm.
I mean?
Yeah,
So
I'll start a book even though I'm in the middle of one book just because I feel like it.
you're like, I'm feeling wild today."
Yeah. No, yeah, it happens, and it's not very often, which is why I'm like, agree 1.
hmm Makes sense.
Mhm.
All right, next question.
You are very sentimental.
In what way? Like, is this like, do you cry at things?
I don't think that's the definition of sentimental.
Okay.
I think it's more of just like when I think about sentimental, I think about like friends and family and like how I feel like thinking about our memories together or
Mhm.
like just how I feel towards them or like the people around me or like
Okay.
how I think about like events in the past or like gifts or like things
Like
like that. I don't
nostalgic
Yeah,
or
what's the
appreciative.
definition of sentimental? Let's find out.
Because like whenever I think of sentiment, like, oh, I'm a very sentimental person. Like, yeah, like kind of like nostalgic or
Mhm.
appreciative, very like emotional.
Yeah, of or prompted by feelings of tenderness, sadness, or nostalgia.
Okay. So I think I'm gonna go. I feel like I am a very sentimental person, but only with certain people,
Mhm.
not with a lot of people. I feel like I'm not very emotionally attached to people. If I do get emotionally attached to people, it's because I love them, you know?
Mhm.
So I think I'm gonna probably go again. How could I be so hard? I'm gonna go
That's your
to
theme
agree.
song.
To agree.
I went all the way. I'm
I feel
extremely
like you are.
sentimental. Yeah,
You are.
I'm extremely.
All right. Next one. You like to use organizing tools like schedules and lists. Nyla, yours better go like 50 yards into agree.
Yeah, there's no category here that fits how I feel.
Yeah. I do. So I'm gonna go to
You
agree, but not
do.
all the way agree.
Really? Why?
Yeah. Because I'm not like I can't keep up with tracking habits, things like that.
Mm,
That's what I'm gonna assume is all the way agree. Which I
okay.
feel like that's what you do, you know? I like to do my lists and stuff, and sometimes I make my list, but I don't come back to my lists.
Mhm.
You know? So I do like, and I do really like organizing, and I keep up with the organizing, but it's like the list part or the
Mhm.
schedules. Like I have like my planner, right? And I try my best to use it, but sometimes I could literally go a whole week without using it. So that's why I'm going to go to agree.
Right. It's not like a daily thing. It's not like you have
Yeah.
to do it. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why mine's not that far up.
Mhm.
Okay.
Even a small mistake can cause you to doubt your overall abilities and knowledge.
Oh,
Yeah, they're just gonna
call me
call
out.
him.
Why won't
Yeah.
you? Fully agree.
Yeah, yeah. I don't even know how to like try and justify going lower than that.
Yeah. It's like, you know what? I can build myself back up, but do the small mistakes get to me? Yes, they do. Like literally just today, I told you like I was feeling down. It's because I started like comparing myself a little bit. And it was like just those little small things and they were getting to me, but like, and I remind myself like, oh, those things are not like they don't have power over me. So like, why am I letting them get to me sort of thing? So
Mhm.
I can build myself up from it, but those things will get to me like no matter what.
Mhm. Yeah. I agree. It's like I think it comes with being anxious and stuff, like little things. It gets in my
Just
head.
anxiety girl things. All right. Next question is, you feel comfortable just walking up to someone you find interesting and striking up a conversation. Ooh, two towards disagree.
I'm gonna go and agree one.
I feel like, yeah, you do. Honestly, like when we first met, you were very inclusive with my sister.
Aw.
And I was like, oh, I think I even told you, I was like, oh, you're very inclusive. Like you do remember people, and me just forgetting my sister was there. She was just my emotional support buddy. She was there.
Uh, Listen, I know I was there to hang out with you, but I mean, I think this comes from trauma and me
Uh-huh.
myself growing up and not feeling included and
Uh-huh.
feeling left out, that growing up I always wanted to make sure everyone in the again, I
Oh,
want everyone to feel comfortable. I want everyone to feel included because I don't how they say treat people how you
you
want to
want
be
to be
treated.
treated.
I
Hmm.
took that to heart as a kid. And so
Yeah.
it's grilled in me to make sure that people are comfortable around me. And so that's why I
Yeah.
was like that with your sister, because I was like, I
Uh-huh.
don't want her to feel like she's just hanging out with the two of
Hmm.
while we're hanging out. I
Yeah,
was like,
yeah,
we're
yeah.
all hanging out together.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
I think
so
that's a good trait.
yeah, so when it comes to walking up to someone and striking a conversation, I've mentioned this on the pod before. I love telling people, complimenting people, or saying something, because I
Hmm.
just I want to I it would make my day if someone did that to me. So I like to
Hmm.
return it, but not fully. I don't know about a full conversation with a stranger, but I would
Yeah.
say something. I'd poke it a little bit, be like, poke, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So mine is because I am actually learning to be more outgoing. That's something I've been working on, and I've definitely been doing it, but I don't think I'm perfect enough with, well, I mean, I won't ever be perfect with it, but I don't think I do it as much as I could. Like there's still instances where I literally feel myself go quiet. Like I want to say something, but I literally feel like there's a block like in my
Mm,
mouth, and like I
mhm,
can't say it because I have like this huge fear of sounding stupid.
mm,
Like no matter what it is, like I get scared that I'm going to come across that way, and so like I want to say it but I can't.
mhm.
Or sometimes I say it, I swear it sounds so quiet. Like the girl from Pitch Perfect where she's like, that's how I feel sometimes too. I'm like like I feel like I'm trying to scream and I
Mhm.
can't. So yeah, again, just my internalized trauma.
Gotta
But I'm
love the
working on it.
internalized trauma.
I'm working on it though. I am getting better at it. Like ever since I started working, I've been more like talkative and like faking it till I make it. Just pretending like I'm comfortable talking to people, and I feel like that's building on me feeling more comfortable. So yeah, I'm
That's
working on it.
great. It's little steps.
Hmm.
Honestly, you see a cute outfit, you're just say it. Just tell them it's a cute outfit, you know?
Hmm.
Even if it's just someone walking by. That's how I learned how to do it. I was just like, little things, little things.
Yeah, yeah. Or even like now I'm like making a point to make eye contact with people. 'Cause
Mhm.
before, like shy me would like look to the side, you go order something, you don't even make eye contact with the people. Like now when I'm like ordering, I'm making eye contact. And
Oh.
when I'm saying thank you, I'm making eye contact. Like have a great
Mhm.
day,
I'm still
taking
bad with eye contact.
I love eye contact. I'm just staring at people like this with my four eyes. All right. Let's move on to the next question.
You are not too interested in discussing various interpretations and analyses of creative works. You are not too interested. I am interested, so I'm
You are
disagreeing. Okay,
interested.
I'm disagreeing. I'm disagreeing too.
I'm agreeing one.
Oh my god,
No,
Crystal.
no, no,
You yeah,
neutral.
what do you mean?
Neutral.
Yeah. I
I'm gonna
feel
go
like you
neutral.
discuss things.
Yeah, I do. I again, this is just another one of my fears of sounding stupid is I feel like everyone sounds smarter than me. So like sometimes I don't want to say what I think because I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna sound stupid.
I live by the rule of there's no wrong answer.
True.
Yeah.
True.
People are going to disagree with what you say no matter what.
Yeah. But it's so contradicting because I do love arguing with people.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I think you should move that.
yeah.
I think you should put that on disagree.
You
I
think
think you are
so?
interested in discussing.
I already went too far. I already moved on to the next page.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's gonna have to stay neutral.
I guess.
No,
Whatever then.
I really do love arguing with people, like
Yeah.
going against them. I love making people angry.
Yeah, playing devil's advocate is so fun.
It truly is.
Mhm.
All right. You are more inclined to follow your head than your heart. I think yes. I'm gonna go. Should I do two agree or three agree?
I think you follow your heart a little bit because you're a good person.
I guess.
I
What about
think
you?
I think so. I kind of want to go neutral.
Neutral? You
I
think
don't
a lot more
know.
with your heart?
I think I do both.
Mm,
I think I'm right in the middle on this one because I mean, you got to think about it both ways, right? You got to be rational about things, but also life is short, so you should follow your heart in some situations. So I have to assess with both my head and my heart to see what's going on. Uh, I don't think I'm more inclined though to follow either.
hmm. See, this is why sometimes I don't trust these tests because it's like I don't even know if I'm being like
100% with myself.
100%.
Yeah, no, it's
Yeah.
true. Because like what you're answering right now in this moment with whatever's going on in your life, your answers literally could be different tomorrow
Yeah.
afternoon. Yeah.
Yeah. And so like, okay, also the way I'm interpreting it is when I'm making a decision,
Hmm.
am I thinking about what's best for me or am I thinking about what's best for like everyone else? Cuz in my head, I feel like I make very selfish decisions in like what's going to help me, like what's benefiting me in a sense like if somebody invites me to go out and I say no
Mm.
because I know that that's not going to make me feel comfortable.
Hmm.
So I feel like in that sense I'm very selfish, but then also part of me like in my heart I'm like they're going to think I'm about a horrible person and like I don't want to come off as a horrible person. So
So you
that's why
use
this is what's
both.
hard.
Yeah. So what's your final
Okay.
decision though? Do you follow your head or do you follow your heart? Majority of the time.
It's hard. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm stuck between agree one and neutral.
Hmm.
I think I'm
But
gonna go
then
agree one just because I personally rationalize a little bit more, but
yeah. But see, like, okay, now the other way I'm interpreting it now is like, am I a realistic person or I'm a dreamer? And I'm a huge dreamer. I'm not really that much of a realistic person, but I feel like I can be realistic, but yet like the dreamer side of me is always gonna win. Like I feel like there's always that potential. So now I
mhm.
don't know which way to look at it.
When it comes to your decisions that you make, do you follow your head or your heart more often than the other? And
I
if
don't know.
it's neither, then just neutral. You can neutral's always an option.
I'm gonna go one. One agree.
Okay. Yeah,
Okay.
that's where I'm at.
Okay.
You usually prefer just doing what you feel like at any given moment instead of planning a particular daily routine.
I'm gonna go like two disagree only because I like routine, but sometimes I do just like not follow my routine, but I thrive off of my routine.
Yeah, I'm disagree three. I like a plan.
You're like, I'm a man with a plan. Oh,
Yeah.
what is that saying? A man with a plan? Is that how it is?
Yeah, I'm a man with a plan. I think
A
so.
man with a plan.
That
All
sounds
right.
like it. I'm a woman with a plan.
A woman. You rarely worry about whether you make a good impression on people you meet. Oh,
Disagree. Disagree
I
three.
always worry.
Disagree three.
Are you disagreeing three also?
Disagree.
Okay.
I don't. I want to make a good impression on people. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, me
Again,
too.
just anxiety things.
Yeah. My internalized trauma. I always think I like people more than they like me. So I feel like I have this like never-ending desire to impress people and like make them like me.
Hmm.
So, yeah, fully disagree.
Yeah. You enjoy participating in group activities.
It depends. It depends because like school, I hated doing group work because
Oh
I
yeah,
was always
no,
stuck with doing the work.
I don't count that.
Okay, so then outside of
Activities. Yeah,
school,
outside of school.
but like and what with like hanging out with a group of people versus like no, but this is participating in group activities. You
The
know what?
wording on this specific test is like, what do you even mean?
Yeah. I'm gonna go one agree because I do like working in a team when everyone is involved and like winning together is always more fun because you have people to celebrate with. But if no one's involved, then I'd rather do it myself.
Yeah, I'm also in agree one.
Okay. Why is yours?
You know what? I think this is my first neutral. I don't,
Oh.
yeah, I think I'm gonna go neutral on this one.
Hmm.
I think I do enjoy being part of groups. I don't like group work when it comes to school though. at
Mhm.
all. Like, I hate group projects. I'm not a group project person. But I don't mind doing things by myself either.
Mhm.
So do I enjoy participating in them, like, enough to say I agree? I don't
Mhm.
think so, but I also don't disagree. So
Okay.
I'm neutral for the
Makes
first time.
sense.
Mhm.
All right. You like books and movies that make you come up with your own interpretation of the ending. Yeah, I love assuming me watching a movie the entire time I'm trying to like predict the plot.
Yeah. But yeah, I thought you hate it.
Hey, what?
I
Predicting?
thought you no, I thought you like coming up with your own interpretation of the ending. Like Verity, like didn't have a clear answer for you and you didn't like that.
Oh, is that what that means? Oh, then disagree, like highly disagree.
Yeah. That's all I was like, what do you mean agree?
Oh, okay. I thought it said that you like books and movies that like no, I don't know what I thought, but yeah, no, I hate having to like
Interpret the end.
interpret. Yeah, I like it to have an ending so I can move on.
So
So I
you're
can
disagree with
process
me.
and move on.
So
What
you're
about you?
disagree with me. I agree one. I do like them.
Really? It
Yeah,
doesn't
like
drive you
Verity
crazy?
is fun. I think it's
Wow,
fun because
very different people.
everyone has their own interpretation of it. And I'm like, everyone's interpretation's different. You know, mine's not going to be the same as yours. And that's why it's like fun.
That drives me crazy. I'm like, I want the ending so
Crystal's
I
like,
can
give me
move
an
on.
answer. I don't want to
Mhm.
think about it.
I hate guessing games. This is
Hmm.
why, like, it just in anything in life, if there's a guessing game, I hate it. I just want it to be upfront. Like, give me the answer. If I don't know, just let me know because if it's gonna be a good thing, then I can enjoy it. If it's gonna be a bad thing, I can process, work through my emotions, and move on.
Hmm.
I hate the like the uncertainty, like unclear. Like, just let me know.
Your happiness comes more from helping others accomplish things than your own accomplishments.
How could I be so heartless? I'm gonna go towards disagree
Hmm.
because I like helping myself. That makes me happy. And yes, I am happy for other people, but like what other people do isn't going to really benefit me. Does that make sense? Like when I talk about how no one's going to come and help you succeed in your goals. My voice almost cracked.
Yeah.
No one's going to come and help you succeed. No one's going to hold your hand and walk you step by step through things. And that's the same way I kind of see it. It's like I'm happy for other people succeeding and like
Hmm.
doing their own things, but if I don't focus on my own happiness, like really like where is my happiness going to stem from? Cuz seeing them succeed and me only staying where I am, I'm not going to get anywhere. Does that make
Hmm.
sense?
No,
Does
it
that make
does.
sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So I think I'm going to go like one disagree only because yes, other people's happiness does make me happy, but like my main happiness doesn't come from just that.
It doesn't come more from helping others, it comes more from helping yourself.
Mhm.
So that's why you disagree.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat for that. For the reason of how they phrased it,
Mhm.
I am happy when others accomplish things and I'm able to help them.
Mhm.
Like, that does bring me happiness, but I don't feel more happiness in that
From that.
situation than I do in my own. Because, I mean, like you
Yeah.
said, like, it's your life. Like, I
Mhm.
can't rely my happiness on someone else's, like, accomplishments. I have to rely it on my own accomplishments.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
also if you're better able, like if you're showing up for yourself and you're focusing on your own happiness, then you can also in turn help others because of
Mhm.
that. So I feel like it's important to put yourself above others so that you can better help others.
Mhm.
So that's yeah, that's why I put that too. All right, moving on. You are interested in so many things that you find it difficult to choose what to try next. I feel like two towards agree.
You do.
I do. I have a lot of
Yeah.
interest.
You go for it too.
Yeah, so I kinda have to, like, balance it out. I feel like I the thing is I love change. I can do it for so long before I need to try something new.
Mhm.
What about you?
I'm disagree one.
Ooh, you like consistency.
Yeah, I don't think there's like I don't find it difficult to choose what to try next. Like, I know what options I have and I'm like whatever I'm feeling in the moment and I'll do it. So
Mhm.
it's not really a difficult situation.
True.
Yeah. Okay. You are prone to worrying that things will take a turn for the worse.
No, I don't think so. Cause
I was gonna say just anxious girl things.
no, yeah, I get it. I'm gonna go, like, 1 you are prone to worrying. I'm gonna go 1 towards disagree only because this is something I've been working on.
I'm proud of you for that.
Thank you.
I admire that about you.
Thank you.
I'm agree too.
It just slowly, progressively starts
Me
moving more.
tries to explain again, and then I'm like, I'm agree too. No, no, agree. I don't worry all the time. It's not
Mm-hmm.
constant. It's not every single time, but it is very often.
Mm-hmm.
So agree too.
Okay, that
Mm.
makes sense. All right. You avoid leadership roles in group settings. I'm gonna go like two disagree because there are times where I do try to avoid it, but I feel like again, this is something I've been working on. And like I'll if no one else is willing to take the leadership role, I will step up.
Hmm. That is where I'm at as well. Which is
Okay.
I said disagree one.
Hmm.
Uh I think it's changed in
Okay.
my life. I think it was more like that where I'm like, no one else does it, I'll do it. Now in my like current life, like I just naturally have leadership roles. Like I don't necessarily avoid them, but I don't like doing it either. So
Yeah.
disagree one.
Yeah. Okay. Makes sense. Makes sense. All right.
You are definitely not an artistic type of person. So
You are
we both
not.
disagree. We both disagree, right?
Okay. Yeah. I feel
Yeah.
like yeah, I like more artsy stuff than analytical stuff.
Yeah, I'm disagree too.
Okay.
Because I don't like when I think about creative people, I don't put myself in that category.
What? Girl, your journals, your bullet journals,
I
I feel
know,
like
but
you're very
like you said,
creative.
it's also very analytical. Like it's also very like stat
Mm,
based and very like it's
that
not
is
as like
true.
fun and freeing and like
That is
I'm
true.
still very like rational and like very on that side of things. So
That's
disagree
true.
too.
It makes
I'm still
sense.
creative.
Yeah, you are very creative, but you
Thank
do
you.
look at the stats. Like you look at the stats and you're like, oh, look at this response. I'm like, la 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 la. Yeah, okay. That
You're
makes
very
sense.
artistic. You're definitely.
I feel like I'm not artistic, so I'm not like putting myself under like I'm an artsy person, but I do think I'm very more so towards the creative side of things. So
Listen,
that's why.
your YouTube channel says otherwise. You're definitely an artsy
Oh,
person. I think that counts.
oh,
But
thank you.
mhm.
Okay, okay. I guess I'll take it. Okay. You think the world would be a better place if people relied more on rationality and less on their feelings? No. Do you think the world would be better? No, I don't think so. I'm gonna go. Wait, hold on a second. I don't know how to interpret that question. How do you feel?
Everyone interprets it differently. I think feelings are a lot. I think emotions are a lot. And I think when people act based on emotions, it can sometimes not be good.
I'm gonna go neutral.
So, I'm also going neutral.
Yeah, I feel like that's a hard one.
Like, I can't say that I agree with that statement.
Again, I feel like it comes down to the balance thing.
Hmm.
You got to understand people's emotions, but you also can't act solely on your emotions. So yeah, that's a hard one. But yeah, I'll go
Yeah.
neutral with that one.
Okay, fun one. You prefer to do your chores before allowing yourself to relax.
Yeah, I do.
I also do.
Agree. All the way agree. I feel
I'm gonna
like
go second agree because sometimes I'm lazy.
yeah, sometimes I feel like I'm lazy too, but do I prefer to do it? Yeah, I do. If my stuff is done, I feel like I can relax more.
Hmm.
I'm not like anal about it, but you know, I I do like to have it done
Yeah,
before. So yeah, I'm gonna go all the way agree. What did you put? To
agree to.
agree? Okay.
Hmm. There's times where I'm lazy.
Like we can get to that later.
Hmm.
You enjoy watching people argue? No, trauma. Fully
Yeah,
Wait, is that fully disagree or fully agree? No,
you don't
disagree.
agree, so you fully disagree.
Yeah.
I watch football.
So you like watching?
I watch the NFL. I'm gonna say agree one.
Whoa,
I'm
not
gonna
even
say
neutral, not even like, whoa.
because sometimes honestly it's like it's kind of fun.
It's fine. It's fine. Me, drama.
No, like that's what I'm
It's
thinking.
scary.
Like there's a part of me that's like I don't like it, but there's a part of me that's like
Mm-hmm. I get it. It's like it's weird because also, like I said, I like to disagree with people, which is technically arguing, but I feel like that's all fun and games. But like arguing, like,
Yeah, I'm gonna
if it's
change my
intense,
answer.
I'm scared.
I'm gonna change my answer.
Okay.
We're not gonna no. I'm going neutral. I'm going neutral.
Okay.
I'm saying
Okay.
neutral because I don't enjoy it. Like
Yeah.
that's what's hard. Like people arguing with each other. I don't think I enjoyed that. Like football's different. Like if they're fighting during a football game, like
It's fun
that's a
in
different story.
games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like in real life, I don't think I enjoy it. But I also don't disagree.
Okay. That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah. It's not like I'm like against it, but like I don't enjoy it. Yep. I'm going neutral.
Okay. Okay.
Mhm.
All right.
You tend to avoid drawing attention to yourself.
Oh, yeah. Fully
Oh yeah,
agree.
100%, 100%. Agree 3, moving on.
Mhm. With that being said, let's move on to the next question. Your mood can change very quickly. I'm gonna go neutral because I've been working on it. I feel
That's
like
good.
I've been doing more like other people's negativity can't affect me because this is my space. And so like like even let's say at work, sometimes people are very like headstrong. People let their emotions get the best of them and then they like reflect it on you. And sometimes it does make me feel like upset or maybe it makes me angry. And instead of like acting out on my anger, I'll just say like, oh, like whatever they're feeling, that's not on me. That's on them. Like
Mhm,
they were in control of their own emotions. And just because they let it get to them doesn't mean that I'm gonna let it get to me.
mhm.
So I'm gonna go neutral. What about you?
I'm gonna go agree 1
Okay.
just because it does happen. Yeah. I can go from being happy to upset. It's not very often, but like if something like happens, my mood can change.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. That does happen to me too. But I'm gonna still keep it neutral only because
It's
I will work through those emotions.
Yeah, it does say very quickly. Like,
Uh-huh.
obviously moods can change here and there. They're gonna change. But like
Mhm.
very, very quickly, like, yeah, unfortunately, yeah, mine can. But
Yeah.
I think great quality that yours does not.
Ask me again when Aunt Flo is here.
That's
That's a whole
true.
different story.
That's true. Being a woman,
Yeah.
different story.
You lose patience with people who are not as efficient as you. No. I'm gonna go, like, 2 disagree because, yes, it probably does trigger me sometimes, but I feel like I'm a very patient person because I want people to be patient with me, and so I will always be patient with other people. Again, this goes back to the whole work thing. Sometimes people take it out on you, especially, like, during, like, training and stuff, but again, I'm like, "I'm in training, like, what do they expect from me?" sort of thing, you know?
Mhm.
So, yeah, I'm always very patient with people because I expect people to be patient with me.
Exactly. I am in complete agreement with you.
Mhm.
Treat people how you want to be treated. Also, I disagree. I think disagree too as well. There are times where I'm like a little bit like,
Yeah. It's similar to the whole thing with, like, working in a team,
mhm,
you know, like, what if the people you're working with aren't putting in the work? So, yeah, that does make me mad. It
mhm,
does upset me, but again, like, I'm still always gonna be patient with people.
mhm.
So, yeah, I think 2 disagree is where I'm staying at too.
You often end up doing things at the last possible moment.
Imma fully agree
Yeah.
'cause, yeah, I mean, this podcast, we
Yeah.
literally get it up and done on Tuesday
Day
nights.
before. Yeah.
Yeah.
Every episode.
Yeah, and
Like
I do the same
consistently.
thing. I do the same thing with my own personal videos. So,
Hey,
yeah.
I procrastination's a thing. I procrastinate, like, I can admit it. I mean, my bullet journal account, like, if you go and check the dates, like, I don't post on the 1st of every month. Like, there are
Mhm.
times where I'm, like, literally finishing it on the 1st of the month and posting it on the 2nd. So, yeah, I procrastinate.
Yeah. I feel like I work better under pressure sometimes too, so
It's not a bad thing,
no, I don't really think so.
me trying to justify it.
I know.
You have always been fascinated by the question of what, if anything, happens after death.
Fully disagree because I don't like to think about death.
I'm gonna go neutral. I'm gonna go neutral because it's not very often that I do think I'm not fascinated,
Mhm. That's why I
but
put fully disagree because 'cause I'm not fascinated by it.
yeah, I'm not fascinated, but I think about it. So that's why I'm going neutral
That
because
makes
I do
sense.
think about it, but I'm not like, what's gonna happen? I wonder,
Mhm.
like, what is, I don't start researching about those things. Like, I'm not thinking about them actively, but like, it comes up.
Mhm. I get you, I get you. I don't think about it. I have my theories,
Mhm.
I don't even know if I fully believe my theories. I don't even
Mhm.
know what happens, but I don't even wanna think about
Exactly.
it.
Yeah.
It only stresses you out more.
Mhm.
Alright. You usually prefer to be around others rather than on your own. Fully disagree.
Well,
I
yeah.
love my me
No.
time.
Yeah, same. That's not a question.
Alright.
You become bored or lose interest when the discussion gets highly theoretical.
No, I love theories. So I'm gonna go wait, is this gonna be agree or disagree? You become bored. No, disagree.
Disagree.
I
Oh, thank you
love
for
theories.
clarifying. Yeah, because
Yeah.
I was gonna put agree. I love theories as well.
Conspiracies are fun. Like, I think they're fun.
Yeah, if I'm talking to someone and we start getting into theories and stuff, I think it's fun. I don't
Yeah,
get
it
bored at
really
all.
is.
Why am I gonna
Yeah.
get bored about that?
Yeah, or like, okay, so if you ever stay up with like friends like till 5 a.m. and you guys just like start like talking about everything and you
Mhm.
question life, like those are some of the most fun conversations.
Mhm.
So,
Or
yeah,
like
I agree.
you know, I mean, literally before this call, we talked about like Marvel and stuff, and like we have our
Yeah.
theories about Marvel and stuff. I love talking about
Yeah.
stuff.
Theories are so fun.
Mhm.
You find it easy to empathize with a person whose experiences are very different from yours. Yeah, I feel like I'm a very empathetic person. Like I do empathize with people, even if
Even
they
if it's
don't.
different.
Yeah. I might not be able to fully understand what they're going through, but I will like empathize with them.
Mhm. I
What are you
also
doing?
I'm gonna do an agree 2. I don't know. I feel like I could do agree 3. Like I do easily empathize.
I think you do. You're very emotional.
Yeah, I'm very emotional.
I
And
think
like I like seeing things from other people's perspectives pretty often. Like I do that very often. I don't know, but
mhm.
maybe it's like
Is
the
this your how could you be so heartless moment?
I think this is not that moment, but I think this is like again, maybe this is my own insecurity or my
Mhm.
own like anxiety, but I don't feel like I'm 100% there. I think
Mm.
it's not easy for some people, you know.
Mhm.
There are some situations that I don't know.
Did it make you uncomfortable?
There's anomalies. Like when people have like medical issues,
Mhm.
like it's harder for me to empathize because I don't understand what they're going through, only they understand what they're going through.
But I don't think empathy is understanding. I think empathy is feeling for them. Like,
Oh, then I feel, yeah, okay.
yeah, you know what I mean?
Then maybe I'm
Because
at, yeah, I think sympathizing is harder than empathizing.
yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, because a lot of people don't like sympathy.
Mhm.
Some people who receive the sympathy don't like sympathy, but they like empathy. Like the feeling, like, you know what? Maybe I don't understand,
I don't know
but
what you're going through, but I feel for you.
I feel for you. I hear
Okay.
you. I'm hearing you out.
Then
Yeah.
I was just confused and
Yeah.
I'm agree 3.
Yeah, some of these questions are like, wait,
Yeah.
me us arguing with the questions.
What your agree 3 as well?
Yeah, I'm agree 3.
Yeah. You usually postpone finalizing decisions for as long as possible.
Mm, no, I'm gonna go like to disagree because s- my everyone in my family is so indecisive, and I have to put my foot down most of the time. So I call the shots most of the time.
That's good.
Yeah,
Cuz
because it
you
stresses me out when people
the
can't decide.
the people who can't decide appreciate the people who can. Okay? We appreciate you guys a lot because I'm 100% agree 3. I can't make a decision. I don't like making decisions. I hate it. So,
hmm
I will postpone. I will not make a
Okay,
decision. I won't.
you do that. You do.
Yep.
Yeah.
Literally every time we text about the pot, "What do you wanna do?" "I'm down for anything. What do you wanna do? Anything sticking out to you, Crystal? Because I don't
Yeah.
know." Yeah.
Uh, that's funny. All right. You rarely second guess the choices that you have made. I'm gonna go like I do second guess, but I trust that the decision I made was probably the right one. If it's not a right one, I'll figure it out afterwards. So I'm gonna go like one disagree.
I'm going to.
Okay. Are we reading this right? I don't know.
Yeah, you
You
rarely
rarely.
second guess. So if you agree, then you don't second guess. I do second guess, so I'm
Okay.
disagreeing. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I try not to. Like you said, like, I am a firm believer in the multiverse.
Of madness.
Yeah, no, I do know that, like, every decision I make, like, obviously, there's an alternative reality where, like, I made the other decision and my life may have gone a certain way in that reality, but, like, where I am right now, every decision I've made has led me to where I am today. So, it's hard to, like, be like, wow, me spitting facts just straight and then derailing because I don't know what I'm saying. Um, I second guess them a lot, but I still
Mhm.
have that what I just said, that thoughts in the back of my head, so, like, I'm not fully disagreeing.
Mhm.
After a long and exhausting week, a lively social event is just what you need.
Oh, no. Fully disagree.
Yeah, I wanna be at home and watch a movie and call it a day.
Yep. Curl up in my blanket, pretend like the world doesn't exist.
Mhm.
You enjoy going to art museums. I do. Maybe not to the extent where like artists would go to an art museum and admire the work. I just go for funsies. So I'm gonna go to agree. I love a museum. I love museums.
Yeah, I'm with you. I actually went agree 1, just because I don't do it very often,
Mhm.
but I do like going. You
Mhm.
know, Imma go agree 2 as well.
Yeah. That's good to
'Cause
know.
I do, yeah, I enjoy going to, like, just artsy places. If it's
Mhm.
not it doesn't have to be a museum in specific, but, like, yeah.
Yeah, like fun places. There's some people who are like, "Oh, I don't like museums. They're boring." I'm like, "Okay, then you stay outside. I'm gonna go inside and enjoy this museum."
Mhm. And, like, I know it's quiet and I know, like but that's, like, kinda fun, like, you just walk around and, like, look at stuff.
Mhm. Pretend to enjoy, put your hands behind your back, just looking
Yeah.
up.
Just like, wow,
Hmm.
interesting."
Hey,
You often have a hard time understanding other people's feelings.
I feel like I do try my best to understand people,
Mhm.
and I feel like I do understand. I feel like I'm a very understanding person, so yeah. What about you?
Yeah, I'm also actually disagree 3, yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Alright. You like to have a to-do list for each day.
Agree.
Imma go to agree because I
Imma
do
go
love a good to-do list.
Yeah, you do love it. You make a lot of to-do lists.
Mhm.
Do
But
you go back to them?
again no. But you do.
Yeah, I do.
You're fully
Yep,
alright.
I'm agree 3. You rarely feel insecure.
Ooh, fully disagree. I'm a
Yeah,
very
I don't
insecure
even wanna
person.
think about that. I don't know. Moving on.
Moving on. You avoid
No,
making phone calls. Fully agree.
I also fully agree.
Phone calls are scary.
This is so funny because, like, how many times have I contradicted myself in everything I'm saying? I don't know why phone calls are so scary.
They are. I don't know.
I'll
I
talk to people in
literally
person, but, like, I don't wanna call.
you know what I think it is for me? Um, it's that I can't see the people's actual emotions, their actual reactions to things, and so I'm like, "Oh, they could easily be faking it." You know how, like, when you're texting people and you're like, "LOL," and, like, are you actually LOLing? But if you're in
Mhm,
person, then I could see it, you know?
mhm.
So I like to be able to read the person versus, like, on the phone. I don't know. What about
You
you?
know, I'm gonna actually for avoid making I'm gonna go agree too, because I feel like I have
Oh.
changed a little bit, and I think I've gotten more used to because I don't like texting as much. I
Oh.
would much rather call.
Oh, that's interesting. I would much rather text than call.
I know, I
Well,
would much rather call.
it's different. Like, FaceTime, I don't consider it the same thing as,
No, no, no. This
phone
is, like,
calls.
just phone call, yeah.
Yeah, I don't like phone calls. I literally don't. I wanna hang up on people when they call me on
Mhm,
the phone. But I prefer texting, FaceTime, or in person. But it's,
mhm,
like, in person, texting, and then FaceTime. Only because texting, it's, like it's more, like, here.
mhm,
FaceTime, you kinda have to plan it out, like, "Hey,
mhm,
when are you free to FaceTime?" Texting, it's like, you can be texting whenever." So that's my order. And then
mhm.
phone calls is, like, down there.
Yeah,
Handwritten letters, phone calls.
you're like, "It's owl carrier,
Yeah,
Hogwarts
everything.
style, everything
Yeah,
just"
phone calls.
Mhm. Yeah, I don't like making them, but I'm again, I'm trying to get better at it
Mhm.
because
It is a good way.
yeah, it's a skill that you kinda need.
Yeah, and it's a good way to stay connected with people.
Mhm.
So, yeah.
But still, I don't like it, so moving on. You often spend a lot of time trying to understand views that are different from your own.
What does that mean? You often spend a lot of time
Yeah, I don't like the way they
trying to
phrased it.
understand.
Like, I don't
I'm
like
a
that they used often and spend a lot of time. Like, I don't oftenly do that. I don't do it. It's not a lot,
Imma
but
go, like, neutral because I don't know what they're trying to say.
you know what? Yeah. I don't like the wording.
Yeah.
Cool.
Right. In your social circle, you are often the one who contacts your friends and initiates activities. We literally had a whole episode on this.
Disagree 3.
I'm gonna go disagree too, because I feel like I've gotten better at it. I do reach out more to people now because I understand that like you can't just rely on one person to do the carrying. It's like friendship is a two-way street. And so
Mhm.
like before I used to definitely not put any like um what's the word? I wouldn't like actually
Effort.
try. Yeah, I wouldn't put in any effort, but then I realized like I have to. If I want a friendship to stay alive, like I have to do my part too, and I can't just rely on the one person, because sometimes I would think like, "Oh, I'm a bother," but then what if the other person thinks that they're doing that also because I'm over here never reaching out to them, you know?
Mhm.
So that's why I'm like learning to get better at that.
I disagree 3.
Watch last week's episode.
Yeah. No, honestly, I don't even really need to explain myself. I am not often the one who contacts my
Mhm.
friends.
No, it's all right. It's all right.
It's okay. My friends still love me. I hope you all who are listening, I hope you still love me.
You are who you are, Nayla.
Mhm. I really am. If your plans are interrupted, your top priority is to get back on track as soon as possible.
Oh, yeah. For me, yeah. I'm gonna go like to agree. Because the way I'm
Yeah.
I'm thinking of it is like, oh, also I think we talked about it last week's episode or the week before. I can't remember. Like let's say, I'm doing my running. I'm
Mhm.
doing it, let's say I'm doing it daily, but then 2 days out of the week something comes up. My first train of thought is like, okay, the next day where I'm not doing anything, I'm gonna get back on track.
Mhm.
So that's the way I'm perceiving it. So I'm gonna go like to agree, not fully agree though.
Yeah, I'm gonna go agree 1 because I also try to get back on top of it, but it's not like top priority.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of go with the flow.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like necessarily the first thing that I want to do, but
Mm-hmm.
I do like getting back on track.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
That's okay. You are still bothered by mistakes that you made a long time ago. I'm gonna go like to agree
Oh,
because
I'm going
yes, they still
100%.
do bother
Yeah,
me.
I'm going agree 3. Like I don't know
They
what to say.
like keep you alive at night.
Yes. Yes, they do. Yep. Moving on.
I still think about them, but then I'm like, don't think about it. Don't think about it.
Yeah, I've been trying to do that. I've been trying to tell myself like every time those thoughts come, like the intrusive thoughts come into my head, I'm like, this happened a long time ago. Move on.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing you can do. Move on. Like I've been training myself to say that
Mm-hmm.
in my head.
And that's the only way to get through it.
You rarely contemplate the reasons for human existence or the meaning of life.
Mm,
I ain't
I
gonna go neutral.
do.
Oh,
I do. Like I question life, so I'm gonna go like one disagree.
okay. I was gonna go one disagree, and then I was like, maybe I'll go neutral. But like, nah, I think about it. I think about it.
Yeah, I
I
always like
question it.
questioning.
I'm like, why?
Yeah, I'm like, did
Why?
yesterday happen? I
Yeah.
have this thing where like I'll go on a trip and then I come back home and I'm like, did that actually just happen? Like, was I
Mhm.
actually just there? So yeah, I question existence.
Yeah, I do too, actually. That's yeah.
Mhm. Your emotions control you more than you control them. I'm gonna go two disagree because I've gotten much better at that.
And I'm gonna go one disagree because I'm still working on it.
But you're working on it.
Hmm. You take great care not to make people look bad, even when it is completely their fault.
I'm gonna go like fully agree because it's probably not the best thing to do, but I do do it. Like
Hmm.
I'm a very empathetic person, and like even if someone does me wrong, I never want to do them wrong, and so I'll never make someone look bad in anyone's eyes.
Yeah, I think I'm at agree too because again, I'm not fully empathetic, I guess, like Crystal in this situation specifically. Uh if it's really, really bad, I'm not gonna try to make them not look bad, you know?
Mm, makes sense.
But like there's a 1% chance.
There's that possibility.
There's a
Yeah.
1% chance, yeah.
Mhm. Your personal work style is closer to spontaneous bursts of energy than organized and consistent efforts. Like, what does that mean?
When I think about it, because it says like organized and consistent, I think you are organized and consistent.
Mm-hmm.
Like for
Versus.
spontaneous bursts is like one day of like being extremely productive and then 4 days of being unproductive.
Okay, so I'm gonna go fully disagree then.
Yeah. I'm at disagree too because there are times where like if I'm having a bad day, I'll get like one day where I'm like I'm gonna be extra productive today.
Mhm.
But majority of the time, organized and consistent is the way to go.
Mhm.
Oh my god, reading this one hurt my inside already. When someone thinks highly of you, you wonder how long it will take for them to feel disappointed in you. Call me out then.
I'm gonna go
Call me.
fully agree. Again, this is like my internalized trauma of thinking that I like people more than they like me. And I feel like if people say that they like me, they'll like instantly get over me. So I'm gonna go fully agree.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. Yeah, that one was they really called us out on that one. So,
Hmm. A little too heavy there.
mhm.
You would love a job that requires you to work alone most of the time. Yeah, fully agree.
I was gonna say also the same.
Oh, were you?
Mhm.
Okay. Again, this goes back to the whole teamwork thing and like from school where you would like have to work in groups and no one would ever put in their work, their efforts. And so I just kind of got used to it and I only really truly trust myself, I guess, to get
Mhm.
things done the way I want them done. So I'm a very one man, what's that saying? One man show,
Mhm.
right? Is that how it goes?
I think so. Yeah, I agree. You believe that pondering abstract philosophical questions is a waste of time.
Is that kind of like the whole questioning existence question?
Yeah.
I don't think it's a waste of time. I think it's fun. I'm gonna go
Yeah.
fully disagree.
I don't think it's a waste of time at all, but I personally like I try not to
Mhm.
because I would rather enjoy and live in the moment.
Mhm.
So for that reason, I'm going to disagree too.
Mm. Makes sense. Makes sense.
Hmm.
I feel like the only times I really even have any sort of philosophical conversations, it's like you're just chilling, like maybe like hanging out with people, and then you just kind of get into those conversations. And so I think it's fun,
Hmm.
but I don't think I'm really like necessarily having them like 24/7.
Yeah.
You feel more drawn to places with busy, bustling atmospheres than quiet, intimate places. No. I'm gonna go like two disagree because I do like the city, but I like more like calm and like serene places, nature.
I'm also gonna go disagree. Ooh, I don't know if I'm gonna go disagree one or two.
What calls to you
Ah.
more?
See, I could go neutral.
Uh-huh.
I could genuinely go neutral because I like sometimes too much quiet is bad and then too much loud is bad. Like I don't like too
Mhm.
much of one thing, but I think I'm gonna go
Mhm.
disagree for that reason. I think I'm gonna go disagree one
Okay.
because calmness does call to me a little bit more
Mhm.
than busy bustling, but also I don't mind the busy bustling.
Mhm.
So yeah, disagree one.
For me, I think it's because like I grew up in a Mexican household and everything has always been so loud. I like
Hmm.
quiet. So I think that calls to me more.
Hmm.
So that's why I go two disagree. All right, next question.
You know at first glance how someone is feeling.
I think so. I think I'm very intuitive. Like I think I know. I'm
I
gonna
was
go
gonna
fully
say if
agree.
we're talking about you and Brenda, absolutely 100% yes.
Yeah, I feel like I deal with a lot of people.
Hmm.
There's been times where like one time at my old job, one of my coworkers, she was like really down, like her energy was down. And I was literally just sitting at my desk. I wasn't like seeing her, like she had just walked in and I literally felt like my energy go like boom. Like you know how like when the power
Hmm.
shuts off, I literally felt that. I'm like, that's so weird. And so then I turned and I looked at her and I knew she was off too, like the way she was acting and everything. And I was like, "Hey," I'm gonna call her Sally. I'm like, "Hey, Sally, how are you?" And she's like, "Oh, I'm good." And I'm like, "Are you sure? Because like your energy's kind of off." And she's like, "Actually,"
Actually.
and then she just like went off. I'm like, "Yeah, I know, I
You're
know. I
like, go
just,
ahead, girl. Like,
yeah,
I'm listening.
let it all out."
Hmm.
Yeah, I feel like I think so. Maybe not with everyone. Maybe I can't read everyone. Maybe I'm not always 100% right, but I feel like I do know. What about you?
I'm a agree too
Mhm.
because I question myself a lot.
Mm.
So even though I may feel like I know what someone's feeling, I might be like, are they actually feeling this way or are they feeling this way or how are they like I'll question what I'm thinking. So for that
Mm.
reason, I'm not 100%.
Mhm. I feel like I trust my instinct when
Hmm.
someone is feeling off, and I rather ask them and then get like clear that up so that if they're not feeling anything, I'm like, okay, okay, then at least I made an effort to like try to help them solve whatever they're doing. But if they are feeling something, I feel like acknowledging it can help them too.
Mhm.
So that's why I think I trust my initial feeling.
Mhm. I
All
think
right.
that's great to be confident in, like, you're that initial feeling.
Mm-hmm. All right. I think also it stems from trauma that I feel like no one can ever read me. So
Mhm.
I'm like, I'm reading people. I'm like,
Mhm.
I'm watching out for all of you. Okay. You often feel overwhelmed. Mm, Honestly, no, that's actually something I've really been working on again. I think it all comes down to the whole work atmosphere thing is that like I'm not going to worry unless there's a reason to worry. So
Mhm.
I've learned to just really control my like feelings. So what about you?
I do often feel overwhelmed, yeah. I'm 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 overwhelmed.
It's okay. It's okay.
I don't think it's a bad thing,
I don't think
it's
so.
just a part of me.
You are
I'm
who you
aware of
are.
it. I'm aware of it,
Mhm.
and I have control of my emotions, so I don't, like, let that overwhelming feeling take over, but in regular day-to-day stuff, I do often feel very overwhelmed.
Mhm. It's human nature.
Yeah.
For me, deep breaths always helps me. But again, the techniques that work for me might not help everyone. But like, yeah, it's
Mhm.
like sometimes I will get overwhelmed and I literally feel like stress. Like my muscles feel tense on my face. And I'm like, okay, let me take a step back, take a deep breath, and then I control myself.
Mhm. Yeah. I, like again, I have control of my emotions, so, like, that feeling of being overwhelmed doesn't do anything, like, it doesn't cause any issues, but it's definitely there.
Hmm.
Mhm. You complete things methodically without skipping over any steps.
Oh no. I'm like to disagree because sometimes I forget to read the instructions and I rather do. And then I'm like, oh, maybe I should have read the instructions in the first place.
I'm on grade 3 because I follow every single step to the instructions.
You would. You would.
I'm the person who, like, when you're building furniture and people are like, "I don't need the instructions." I'm like, "No, no, 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 give me the instructions. Let me figure out what we need to do, and then we'll do it."
I'm like throwing the instructions away. I'm like, let me try to figure this out. And if I don't get it, let me watch a YouTube video instead of reading the instructions.
Mhm.
All right. Is this my turn? Yes. Okay.
Yes.
You are very intrigued by things labeled as controversial. I'm gonna go like neutral because do I find it interesting? Actually, I don't like controversy. Intrigued by things. I like knowing the chisme, I'll be honest. I like hearing about it, but I don't support anything that's controversial.
The way I see the question is as you are very intrigued. I
Uh-huh.
personally am gonna put myself at agree 1 because I do like knowing about things. I don't ever
Mm,
support these things, but I just like knowing.
yeah.
Yeah. I'm not, like, completely like you know how some people are like, fully ignorance is bliss?
Mhm.
Like, that is majority of it, like, especially not being on TikTok, I feel like I don't see a lot of the controversy that's happening, like, I find out things very late or, like, I see it on Twitter or, like, I hear it from other people, and so, like,
Mhm.
I'm not looking for anything, but do I find it interesting when I hear about something? Like, do I wanna know what's going on?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna go one agree.
Mhm.
Okay. It just needed to be phrased differently for me.
Yeah, no, the phrasing was weird, and using the word controversial is just not fun.
Yeah.
Alright. We are coming close to the end.
Mm. We soon will know who we are.
Mhm. You would pass along a good opportunity if you thought someone else needed it more.
That's a hard one because that is a hard one. I don't know. Like, I would want to say that no, I would take every opportunity that comes at me, but I've probably let a lot of opportunities go. Not necessarily because I thought someone else needed it more, but because I got scared.
So you're not in the agree,
I don't think so.
and that's okay.
Like in what way though? That's such a hard question.
It is. I think it varies depending on the situation.
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking agree 1 because, like, in little situations, like, if someone needed a bus seat more than I did, I would get up,
Yeah.
like, if someone needed to, like if someone had one object in their hand in the waiting line for, like, in the Target line. Like I would let them go in
Mhm.
front of me.
Yeah, see, but that's yeah. It just depends.
I wouldn't do it for anything big. And so I don't disagree because I think I would do it, but I think it just depends. So I would agree one.
I'm gonna go neutral because
Hmm.
I think now I would take on more opportunities than I would in the past. So I don't think if I saw an opportunity that I really wanted, I don't think I'd give it away
Hmm.
now. But also, like, if it's like little things like how you mentioned with like getting up and giving your seat to someone else, I obviously would do that. And that's just, I think that's common respect, not necessarily an opportunity.
Hmm.
So I don't know. I'm just going to go neutral because I really don't know what they're trying to say.
Yeah, it's a weird question.
Mm-hmm.
You're right. That is common courtesy. I forget that it's
Right.
common courtesy because a lot of people don't do it.
Don't do it. Right. Which is
Anyway,
perfect. And we do it.
yeah, exactly. Sorry.
Right.
Next one.
You struggle with deadlines. No, I feel like I don't. I procrastinate, but I
But
will
you
get it
get it
done.
done. Absolutely agree. I'm gonna disagree with
Disagree.
this one. Yep.
Yeah.
I absolutely agree with you.
Agree. So like,
Hmm.
okay. Last question,
Last
Nayla.
question. Oh God. You feel confident that things will work out for you.
I'm gonna go like two agree because manifestation, but also I do doubt myself a lot. How do you feel?
Manifestation. You know what? Manifestation. I'm gonna. Wow. Let's talk
Let that
about
one
this
sink
one.
in a little.
Yeah. You feel confident that things will work out for you. I'm gonna agree one
Okay.
because I am a big doubter. I'm scared. I doubt. It sucks, but I do have some hope in life that
Hmm.
things will work out. Like it's not completely gone where I'm like nothing's gonna work. Everything bad is coming my way.
Hmm.
I do have hope.
Hmm. But the hope is there, and that's all that
It's
matters.
like 33%. So
Yeah.
one.
All
All
right.
right, it's time to
The
click the
the
button.
last nope, we have one more question.
Oh yes.
Your gender. All right, see results. Do, 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 do. What is yours? Did you get yours?
Okay. I Do you want me to go first? Do you
Yeah,
want to
yeah,
go first?
yeah, yeah. You go first.
Okay, I guess I'll go first. I am an advocate.
Shut up.
Are you an advocate?
I'm an advocate. Do we have the same thing?
I'm INFJ.
INFJ slash dash T.
Yeah.
Are we the
No,
same person?
no, no. Go away. We didn't
We
even
just took
answer
the
the same
whole
on all of
test.
them. What do you
That's
mean?
funny. This thing is
Okay.
rigged.
Okay, let's go through the results, I guess.
Okay. Advocates are quiet visionaries, often serving as inspiring and tireless idealists.
Okay.
Next, the mind.
I'm 71% introverted.
I'm 80% introverted,
Okay. Yeah.
20% extroverted.
29% extroverted.
Introverted individuals tend to prefer fewer yet deep and meaningful social interactions and often feel drawn to calmer environments. Yes, yes,
Absolutely.
yes.
Yes.
And that's funny because the picture that is on this thing is literally where I envision myself going when I meditate.
That's nice. Energy.
Energy. What do you have?
I'm 62% intuitive
Oh,
and 38% observant.
I'm 55% intuitive, 45% observant.
I thought I'd be more observant. That's actually kind of weird for me.
You want to read it?
Wow. Yeah. Intuitive individuals are very imaginative, open-minded, and curious. They value originality and focus on hidden meanings and distant possibilities.
I feel like that's pretty spot on for me. How do you feel about that?
I thought I'd be more observant. This is kind of crazy to me.
Really?
Yeah, I never expected that. I guess I've changed.
Maybe your intuitiveness is coming out more.
Hmm. Yeah, actually, that would make sense because when I was younger, I was a little bit more observant and
Mm.
less likely to speak up.
Mm.
And now I'm
Okay.
more likely to speak up. So yeah, things
Mm.
change.
Growth. Hashtag
Yeah.
growth.
Hashtag growth.
All right. The next one is nature. I have 74% feeling, 26% thinking.
You are 3% more feeling than me. I'm 71% feeling.
And 29.
29 thinking. Hmm.
Okay. Feeling individuals value emotional expression and sensitivity. They place a lot of importance on empathy, social harmony, and cooperation.
Yeah,
I feel like
that's
that's
pretty spot
pretty.
on.
Mhm. All right, the next one.
Ah, yes, the one that Crystal was worried about.
Yeah.
It's called it's called tactics. I am 69% judging.
I'm 71% judging. I'm more of a judge, I guess.
2% more judgy than me. And 31% prospecting.
I'm 29% prospecting.
Judging individuals are decisive, thorough, and highly organized. They value clarity, predictability, and closure, preferring structure and planning to
Oh, yeah.
spontaneity.
Especially that closure thing.
That is absolutely spot on. Yep. And that I think that's where your 2% comes from, is the closure thing. I think
Hmm.
I don't need closure as much when it comes to books and
Yeah.
movies.
Yeah, I need the closure. I'm like, stop messing with my feelings.
Hmm.
Okay. The next one is identity. I am 58% turbulent and 42% assertive. So that means 58% of me lets people walk all over me.
At least yours is in the 50s. I'm 82% turbulent
What?
and I'm 18% assertive.
What? That's our hugest difference so far.
I'm 82% turbulent. You want to read what turbulent means?
Yeah. Turbulent individuals are self conscious and sensitive to stress. They feel a sense of urgency in their emotions and tend to be success driven perfectionists and eager to improve. Damn, this one called us out. So, welcome to my podcast. It's just me now.
I'm going away now. I'm going away forever. I'm hiding. I'm kidding. I think this could change because clearly all of my other ones have also changed. And you know what? This is just something for me to work on. I need to be more assertive, clearly, because
Mhm.
82% turbulent is scaring me.
We'll work on it.
I think it's pretty spot on. It did call us out, but
Yeah.
at least you're only, what was it, 50?
58% turbulent,
Okay.
42%.
You're almost
42%
half and
assertive.
half. That's like,
Yeah.
that's good.
That's because I've been working on it though.
Yeah, exactly. And hopefully one day I will also be there.
Mhm. If I can, then you can too.
Oh my
Uh,
God. Okay. Well, I think that this was hilarious.
Yes, quite funny.
And
Called us out, to be
I
honest.
cannot believe that we are
The exact same.
literally, yep, like that is crazy. That is actually, wow. Excuse my lighting because the
Yes,
sun's going down.
it's dark outside now.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, well, you know what? I feel like it makes sense.
It was
It
pretty
does
spot
make
on.
sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think there were a lot of good conversations about the questions. I think we did
Mhm.
really, really like well
Mhm.
discussing our answers.
Yeah. I feel like some of the questions definitely could have been phrased in a different way, so it could have like felt more um like we were making the right decision.
Hmm.
So that's the only thing that I question, but at the end of the day, the results we got, it makes sense.
Yeah,
And
we
it
are the same.
yeah, I was gonna say it even makes more sense that we got the exact same thing. And
Hmm.
even though we didn't fully agree on a lot of these things,
Yeah.
which is even crazier.
Yeah. I mean, it shows in the results, like the percentage differences between the two
Mhm.
of us, like how some of, like, you're more this way, I'm more this way.
Mhm.
So it makes sense that we have our differences, but we are still the same.
Yeah. Same hoe, different area code.
Still, yeah. Maybe, you know what? I think next time we should take a personality test. That's more fun.
We should. We should take it like a little fun one
I think we should
and
do a
see what we get.
BuzzFeed.
A BuzzFeed
Which Marvel
personality
character are you? And if I don't get
test.
Miss Marvel,
I don't know which one I want to get, to be honest.
I just want to be Miss Marvel. Like, just, you know what? That's our next
we'll
goal.
we'll rig it so that it
Hmm.
has to come out as a purple.
I just like answered just like her. I mean,
You answer just like her and you end up getting Ant-Man.
I don't mind being Scott Lang, but yeah, maybe we'll do like a fun personality test next, like
Yeah.
something along the lines of some BuzzFeed quizzes or something.
Yeah. We just do a bunch of different BuzzFeed quizzes and
Hmm.
just see what it gives us. That would be fun.
Hmm. But for now, I think that is basically it for this episode. If you enjoyed, make sure you comment. Tell us your answer if you were answering with us, taking the
Hmm.
quiz with us. And make sure you let us know anything else that you want us to do, want us to talk about. Give
Hmm.
us ideas if you want. Also, subscribe,
Hmm.
hit the like. go to our links in the description. You can go to our Instagrams, you can go to our YouTube channels. You can also go and check us out on Spotify, on Anchor, on Google Podcasts. And for now, sorry for the spam.
Bye, guys.
See you later. I have to go not be so insecure.
We'll work on it.
We're working on it.
We'll work on all those things that we need to work on.